テープナビがあれば撮った番組が。
そう、どこに撮ったかわかるんだ。ほら、これが
あの時撮った
ドラマ。
まだ見てなかった。
選ぶだけで頭出しも。
その間に
早いんだ、頭出し。
あら、もう
早いでしょ。
びっくりだ。
テープナビなら選ぶだけ。これが日立のテープナビ。
もう一人でできるね。
すごい簡単、気持ちいい。
日立。
今週も話題作から最新作までハリウッド発のホットなシネマ情報をたっぷりお届けします。 OK, here we go。 話題の映画紹介。まずはレイ・ファインズ主演 A Futuristic Violent Thriller Strange Days。 続いては死の接吻のデイビッド・カルーソーが地方検事に扮します The World Full of Sex and Murder JADE。そして話題作の舞台裏をご紹介する Behind the Scenes には読書の秋にふさわしく名作文学の映画家 The SCARLET Letter が登場。トップ10フィルムのカウントダウンももちろんあります。今週も最後まで目が離せないシネマシネマシネマ。まずはハリウッドで話題の最新作をお送りする Hottest New Films です。The first film of this week is Strange Days starring Ray Fiennes。ファインズの代表作といえば実話をベースに作られた感動大作シンドラーのリスト。強制収容所の所長アーモン・ゲイトを演じたファインズはアカデミー助演男優賞にノミネートされ、その演技力を高く評価されました。
All you have to do is tell me what it's worth to you. What's a person worth?
No, 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 no. What's one worth to you?
戦時中のドイツから近未来のロサンゼルスへ。ファインズの最新作は A Futuristic Thriller。 人の人生を切り売りするディーラーに扮します Strange Days。
This is life. It's a piece of somebody's life. It's about the stuff that you can't have, right? The forbidden fruit. Straight from the cerebral cortex. I mean, you're there, you're doing it, you're feeling it. Are you beginning to see the possibilities here? I am your main connection to the switchboard of souls. I'm the magic man.
If it's got something to do with the water, sooner or later it washes up on your beach.
Fan mail from some flounder?
It's the dark end of the street. How do you like it now?
He records it all. Everything.
And gives it to you.
Why me?
There's more to this whole thing than you think.
Give us the tape right now.
You don't know how high up the food chain this thing goes.
Do you know what this tape could do if it got out? I see the world opening up and swallowing us all.
This is conspiracy paranoia.
The issue isn't whether you're paranoid, Lenny. The issue is whether you're paranoid enough.
No more games. Whatever's going on, you have to get out of here now. Get him out.
This tape is a lightning bolt from God. It can change things that need changing before we all go off the end of the road.
It'll be an all-out war, and you know it.
Well, maybe it's time for a war.
Come on, man, cheer up. Roll's gonna end in 10 minutes anyway.
1999年12月31日、20世紀最後の日に何かが起きる。人の人生を売る男レイが手にした一本のビデオテープ。 It's the beginning of his strange days. Ralph Fiennes, Angela Bassett, Julia Lewis, Directed by Catherine Bigelow, Strange Days.
司法検事のかつての恋人にかかった殺人容疑。弁護士を夫に持つ彼女には精神分析である昼の顔とセックスに奔放な夜の顔があった。脚本ショーガールのジョー・エスターハス、監督ウィリアム・フリードキン。JADE.
David, it's a fertility mask. The maid said he was wearing it when she found him here about 2 hours ago.
People who commit these acts are in many ways no different from you and me.
We got prints in the hatchet.
But they are no longer able to control their urges. They disassociate themselves from their own actions, often experiencing an hysterical blindness. They're blind to the darkness within themselves.
Carl Medford's dead.
Oh my God, I just saw him today.
You did? Did you ever see him socially?
No, not really.
And you never had a sexual relationship with him?
I said I had no social contact with him. I do consider sex to be a social contact. As you know, I'm married.
We found a roll of film in Medford's safe.
Freeze it right there. Magnify it. Mrs. Gavin, is that you on the tape? How could you let them do this to you, Trina?
They didn't do anything to me, David. It was my choice. I was in control and I liked it.
She couldn't get enough of it. She loved it.
I thought I'd thought of you before.
Oh, did the tape turn you on?
You know, a couple of those creeps, they didn't even want me. They wanted this other girl. One of those guys was the governor. She must have rocked his world.
Was Medford blackmailing you? I don't get blackmailed, Mr. Crowley.
I cheated on my husband. I didn't know I could be arrested for it.
She's got no alibi and we got her prints on the hatchet. If you're gonna charge her, you charge her right now.
It was all right in front of me. I just didn't want to see it.
I know too much.
Anything happens to Trina Gavin, or if something happens to you.
JADE.
I need your help, David, I'm afraid.
Who am I speaking with?
女には2つの顔がある。
And we've all known what it's like to be desperately in love and want someone and kept from them.
Now it's time to go behind the scenes with Demi Moore. デミ・ムアが演じるのはピューリタンでありながら神父との間に不義の子をなす人妻ヘスター・プレン。ナサニエル・ホーソンの名作文学「非文字」を後派ローランド・ジョフィーが監督しました。The Scarlet Letter.
Classics often got used to mean something that's sort of historical and dated, but actually classic means something quite different. Classic means something so fundamental and so deep that it is always relevant as long as there is more than one human being still alive on the earth.
It's Hester Prynne arriving in America alone without her husband, and it's her first opportunity to really discover who she is.
'Tis not considered fitting for a young woman to live alone here.
But my husband has sent me on ahead to prepare a place for his arrival, so that is what I intend to do.
If we are to succeed in building our new Jerusalem, then the power of love
must bind our hearts as one.
神父を演じるのはゲリー・オールマン。
I greatly enjoyed your sermon. It's rare for a man so young to speak with such force of passion.
But for some reason, I felt most inspired today.
She discovers what it really feels like to love someone, to lust for them, and is willing to risk whatever it takes to have that.
The Puritans were not frigid, cold, life-bloodless people. They had desires.
I must know what the law is. How long must one wait? 1 month, 6 months, what?
7 years must pass before we are free to be seen in public.
7 years?
It actually was a battle going on between people who wanted to impose the law and ordinary people who didn't want to have the law imposed on them.
I had to warn you. My husband, he has vowed to seek you out.
When I went and met Denis the very first time, I took to her enormously. I mean, there was something in the laugh that I thought was immensely sensual and deep and sexy and erotic and fun, like a little bubbling spring. And I thought with Gary, I've always thought there was a romantic lead lying in Gary, quite close to the surface, and if only he had the push to enjoy it, it would be very enjoyable for everybody else. Robert Duvall is layer upon layer upon layer of emotions. It's just in his face. You cannot look at Bob Duvall without wondering how deep he goes.
I don't think many directors could grasp the world, the people, the textures like Roland can.
He has a kind of painter's vision, I think. The detail of what he gets into a picture frame is quite astonishing.
Roland Joffe is a director and also a producer. ジョフィーはこの名作文学をアメリカが植民地であった時代の歴史の一部であると考えました。したがって礼拝堂をはじめとするセットはどれも17世紀当時を忠実に再現したものばかり。
This thing has such scope and epic dignity, and it's just exactly what I would have dreamed it to be.
The physical backdrop of the film is extremely important. It's feeding you information, so the background is also a major actor, and it does affect tremendously the way people feel.
To experience love, to know that you are alive for the first time in your life, and to then know that outside of you that's being judged as ugly and nasty and wrong.
Do you not believe that you have sinned?
I believe I have sinned in your eyes. But who's to know if God shares your views?
I don't know how else one would want to respond, but to want to stand up and fight for that, because to me, that's as much a part of our survival as eating, sleeping, and shelter.
The Scarlet Letter.
お待たせしました。次は全米トップ10のカウントダウン。この1週間の興行成績に従ったトップ10です。10位は先週より5ランクダウン。ポール・バーホーベン監督の過激でホットなダンシングムービー。ヒロインのエリザベス・バークレーがトップダンサーを夢見るストリッパーを演じます。ショーガール。
Choreographer and I really have worked on just bringing a sense of artistry to the dance. Even when I'm stripping in the Cheetah Club, it's not just simple moves as a stripper. It's still that same style that Nomi has. A lot of her sexuality is through her dance. Being the one that's up there, it feels pretty hot.
この映画の見せ場はもちろん迫力あるダンスシーン。観客をじっとりと熱くさせるダンスは厳しいレッスンの賜物です。
9位は先週より3ランクダウン。あのマッチョなパトリック・スウェイズが美しくも艶やかなドラッグクイーンに変身。だけど腕っぷしの強さは相変わらず。To Wong Fu, thanks for everything. Julie Newmar.
What the hell? Carol-Ann? No. I'm sorry, but I cannot take this anymore. Nazi, could you take care of Miss Carol-Ann? Virgil and I, something we must discuss. So, Virgil, I gather you like hitting ladies.
Some ladies need to get hit.
Then, conversely, some men need to be hit back. Oh.
There's something you should know about Rita, Mommy. Well,
Rita works out. Rita works out.
A lot.
Michael Myers has come back to Haddonfield to kill.
先週の2位からなんと6ランクダウン。10月31日のハロウィンを前にして早くも大幅なダウンとなりました。今週第8位、ハロウィン6。
Evil, pure, uncorrupted, ancient.
78年にスタートして以来、ホラーマニアの間で高い人気を誇るハロウィンシリーズ。今回も存分に怖がらせてくれます。
What I try to do with Halloween is go back to giving it a sense of style and giving the whole movie a sense of air of menace. It's just the way it's put together, and it's all psychological, and to me, it's a very scary thing.
Hello, Mr. Rollins.
Hello, Miss Monet.
7位は先週より4 rank down based on Walter Mosley's novel。 青いドレスを着たミステリアスな女性を軸に裏切りと欲望のストーリーが展開します。 Devil in a Blue Dress。
No, I was just hired by a fella that works for Todd Carter.
You know, I had to pay Coretta not to tell you where I was.
Oh, she got you too. Yeah. She definitely gave me the wrong address.
Where'd she say I was?
Said you was out in Watts over to the Skylar Arms Apartments with a fella named Frank Green.
Mm-hmm. And what else did she tell you about me?
I don't know. What else is there to tell?
Nothing. I make no apology for my feelings for Frank. He's very dear to me, and that's that. Bourbon?
Please, straight up. So how well did you know Coretta?
She was a very close friend.
So maybe you know why she got killed?
6位は先週より2ランクダウン。イギリスからテキサスの小さな町にやってきた女性教師。彼女が教えるのは勉強とそしてサッカー。
I'm the new teacher. No way!
The Big Green.
Basically, the town is dead and they're all dead inside.
Don't waste your time with us.
I can rip the whole ABCs.
We're losers.
Gosh. So she's an optimist, and she's trying to change them over.
Where are you from?
England.
Oh, I'm planning a trip to England real soon. Been very interested in English banks.
Like she cares, huh?
Oh, the children are so cute, aren't they? This teacher comes in, and she creates a new enthusiasm among the people there by using soccer as a tool.
Well, why don't we just try something else?
Why would you let her do that?
What happens, it becomes infectious, and it becomes a circle of fun.
サッカーの楽しさに目覚めた子供たち。そりゃそうでしょう。あんなキュートなコーチなら僕だってすぐに目覚めちゃいますもん。
First, we have to find a theme. Now, for this particular quilt, the theme is where love resides.
今週5位にはニューフェイスがランクイン。コメディホラーのビートルジュースからクラシックの若草物語まで何でもこなしちゃうウィノーナ・ライダー。その彼女がマリッジブルーのヤングウォーマンを演じます。How to make an American quilt.
So what you're saying is that by harmonizing all these different elements, you're creating kind of a continuity in the piece?
No. What I'm saying is I don't want to end up with some damn ugly quilt.
Finn, when are you going to start having babies?
My God, I don't know.
Are you using protection?
Sophia.
Oh, Sophia, you filthmonger, leave my grandniece alone.
So this quilt you're working on, is this something you're making for the state fair?
It's your wedding quilt, honey.
She wore me down. I let her do the evening weather report. Well, what she was fine at, although with all the preparation she put into it, you'd think she was covering D-Day.
先週の25位から大きくジャンプアップ。堂々4位にランクインしたのはご存知ニコール・キッドマン主演のブラックコメディ。キッドマンの容赦ない悪女ぶりが受けています。To Die For.
Good evening from the WWEN Weather Center.
Weather Center?
The heavy system we were expecting. Moving down from the north. It's not going to show up after all. Because the high pressure system is going to be moving up to the north. The temperature for tonight will remain unseasonably cool, with patches of fog in the morning and probably light, but not serious umbrella weather. The winds are at about 7 to 10 miles per hour, and sunrise will be at 6:12. Well, that's about it for your up-to-the-minute weather report. This is your WWEN weather person saying I'll be with you again tomorrow evening, rain or shine.
Well, I'll tell y'all one thing. My mama sure would have been proud. Never would believe I got 2 college graduates.
3位には先週 Hottest New Films に登場した作品がランクイン。双子の監督 The Hugh Brothers が放つ第2作。デビュー作ポケットいっぱいの涙に続いて今回も主演は Laurence Tate。Dead Presidents.
It's at the Marine Corps. I'm joining.
Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Now, that's original.
What you talking about, eh?
talking about want to do something else. I don't want to go to college. I'm sick of school. I mean, you know why everybody got this strange look on their face? It's my life.
Yeah, it's your life. Looks like to me you're trying to ruin it, baby.
You're an idiot. You know that?
I don't want to go to college. I'm just not ready for no college. You always said the Marines and fighting over in Korea made a man out of you.
Why don't you drive? We can get acquainted. Chit-chat.
続いて2位にも先週ホットスニューフィルムズでご紹介した作品がランクイン。主演はシルベスター・スタローンとアントニオ・バンデラス。監督はアクションの巨匠リチャード・ドナー。豪華な顔ぶれを揃え初登場にしてナンバー2の座をゲット。暗殺者。
It was very nice meeting you. Someday, I'll tell my little nietos about this wonderful encounter.
シルベスター・スタローン扮するロバート・ラスはベテランの殺し屋。彼は殺し屋廃業を決意するのだが、皮肉にもその時から今度は自分が標的として狙われることになる。ラスの命を狙うのはアントニオ・バンデラス扮する若き殺し屋。彼は凄腕のラスを殺すことで名を上げようと考えていた。やるかやられるか行き詰まる男の戦い。果たして最後に笑うのはどっちだ。全米を興奮に巻き込んだこの作品、日本では12月に公開の予定。凍てつく寒さを吹き飛ばしてこの冬はアクションに燃えよう。
全米トップ10カウントダウン。それではいよいよナンバー1の発表です。
Very nice. Much better. Okay, here we go. I think we're ready.
ダークムードの演出には定評のあるデビッド・フィンチャー監督。これまでにもナイキのコマーシャルやスーパースターマドンナのビデオクリップで彼独特のユニークなイメージを生み出してきました。中でも傑作といえるのがこの「エイリアン3」。ホラー・イン・ザ・ダーク。ダークでスピーディーな演出は観客を恐怖のどん底に突き落としました。David Fincher continues to keep the lights turned down。最新作でも相変わらずダークに迫るフィンチャー監督。その甲斐あって3週連続1位を獲得。No.1 film of this week is Seven。
Hello?
I admire you. I don't know how you found me, but imagine my surprise. I respect you law enforcement agents more every day.
Well, I appreciate that. John, I'll tell you...
No, you. Listen. I'll be readjusting my schedule in light of today's little setback. Sorry I had to hurt one of you, but I didn't have a choice. You will accept my apology, won't you? I feel like saying more, but I don't want to ruin the surprise.
シルベスター・スタローンとアントニオ・バンデラスの2大スターが激突したアクション大作「暗殺者」。当然初登場第1位と思いきや意外にもセブンのトップの座は揺るぎませんでした。さて